What's up, guys? It's Sebastian SFTH1 here, and we're back with more Bravely Default Flying Fairy. Last time, we got to Eternia and finally stormed through and got to the Central Command after meeting with Edea's mom. Finding out she grew ill. We found out that the Eternians have used the Earth Crystal to enhance their white magic and make healing treatments pretty much perfect. Besides that, we destroyed Victoria and Victor. And now, after being separated by a mysterious gentleman named Lord DeRosso, we have to get our party members back. And they're in this dungeon, we have the key. But I want to point out one thing first. You might have heard when DeRosso was talking to the Templar, Grand Marshal, he called him brave. Now, for those who don't know, or haven't been paying attention, the family last name for the Grand Marshal and Edea and the mom is Lee. So, do you get it? Brave Lee. Ten out of 10. Alright, let's go get our party members.
Yes. Are you alright?
I am. Now that you're here, Edea, I'm glad to see you're safe and sound too.
Me?
Well, the Eternian forces do view you as a traitor to your homeland. I feared they'd have some unspeakable punishment awaiting you.
You needn't worry about that. My father is not so draconian as that. And yet, on second thought...
At least no harm has come to you.
I'd like to thank you too, Edea. You saved me from having to search this entire dungeon.
Eri, do you think you could have carried this key around? You're so little after all.
It does look really heavy. I'd rather not think about lugging that about.
There's nothing to worry about now that I'm here. Well, I better lead the way. With your poor sense of direction, Agnes, who knows where we'd end up.
Now hold on. My sense of direction has improved. At least somewhat.
Isn't that simply a matter of having Eri and Tiz lead the way?
Well, that may be, but...
Don't take it so hard. Now come on, follow me.
If you say so.
Alright, who's next?
Thanks, Edea. You're a lifesaver.
You're quite welcome, but it was really nothing. After all, I was raised within Central Command's walls. I know every nook and cranny.
Were you able to speak with your father?
Huh? What does it matter to you?
You have family you can talk to. You ought to, you know.
You would forgive my father? Grand Marshal of Eternian Forces. Head Counselor of the Council of Six? You've seen how much Agnes has suffered because of my father's orders.
True enough, but...
You need not worry about me. We need to focus on awakening the Earth Crystal.
All right.
That's two. Let's get to his cell, though. There he is. Glad you're alright, Tiz. Thanks, I owe you one. Hey, Tiz. How do you feel about Agnes? Be honest. Well, where is this coming from? Never mind, it's written on your face. Your face? But hey, keep it down, would you? Don't worry, she can't hear us from here. And keep it... You can't keep hiding your feelings. Anyway, go tell her. Tell her you like her. I don't. Well, I mean, the crystals come first, yeah! And there's no time to be... I didn't mean the second. Sometime when it's just you two. You tell her, take her hand, and walk your path together, side by side. I mean it is. You're not going to find anyone else like her if you pass this up. Not ever, ever, ever. Look, would you please keep it down?
Are you all right, Ring-a-Bell?
Why wouldn't I be? I mean, I knew you'd come. All I had to do is sit back and wait. And, well, here you are. I'm the luckiest man alive. You're my savior, my goddess. Let me thank you with a big kiss.
Ring-a-Bell, are you coming or not? I can leave you here.
Of course. Let's go.
Thank you, my dear. I owe you. And a gentleman always pays his debts. Debts to ladies I pay tenfold. Here he goes. It's always this. If you would, have me do something else, my lady needs but ask. Alright then, how about you go out with me? Might I ask what provoked that? If you were my boyfriend, where would you take me? Where's the date? Tonight's date. Tonight? Let me see, I need time to prepare. All this time, and you never once stopped to think what to do if I ever said yes? Well, you see. I'm only teasing you. You can dish it out, but you can't take it at all. Oh, this is useful information. You've been treating Tiz like a little brother this whole time, and every time you get the chance, you tease poor Agnes. So, who do I tell this first? Is neither an option? I vote neither. Then you owe me twice the hush money. Ha 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 ha. Okay, first things fucking first. You. Okay. Just fill out the map. With chest, I don't care. There we go. Okay, I'm guessing, and I found a dead end. Dead end. This has got to be it.
Now, if we can get through here, then... Hold on while I try this key. It won't open.
Are you sure? Do we need a different key?
I don't understand. I'd thought...
Little Edea, in a bit of a bind?
Who's there?
Sage? Is that you? What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? I could ask you the same. As for me, I'm right where I belong.
Right where you...
Yes, indeed. You see, I'm a founding member of the council that preceded the Duchy of Eternia. And that would make me your enemy.
I don't understand.
I've been sequestered in Yuliana Woods ever since that Templar Brave Lee seized power. But the fact remains, I still count among the members of the Council of Six.
You were acquainted with my father? Then you must have known who I am. Why didn't you say so, you miserable old lech?
I saw little need, being that I was in seclusion and no longer attending the council.
This cannot be. You were a trusted friend to us, a teacher-like figure who rendered aid. And to now hear you say you serve Eternia? The people who killed the Earth Vestal, the Fire Vestal, Olivia! I don't understand. Who are you, really?
Who indeed? I am but an outsider looking in.
What do you want with us?
An old friend has risen from a long slumber, so I came to see him. While I was here, I thought I would deliver a warning.
A warning?
Then you yet serve the Duchy's forces, and mean to stand against us?
You are not entirely wrong there. This world is not so clean or pleasant as you may think. I suspect your journey this far has taught you as much. Malice is not the only enemy. The road to ruin is oft paved with good intentions. With action comes consequence. The joy of some may be the misery of others. To decide one way is to abandon the other. Knowing this, will you continue upon your chosen road?
Nothing could stop me.
You mean us?
Right. Us. We've come so far together.
Is that so? Well then, have the courage to think and act on your own.
Those words. Have the courage to disobey.
Well now, you do remember.
Sage.
Step back.
Sage?
Know that ever shall I be watching over you.
Those lines, those are special to this game. For those who don't know, Bravely Default actually means something. And that's what it means. Have the courage to bravely disobey. You'll see what that means as we get further in. But he meant that with a good reason. Anywho, nothing really stopping us now. It would be wise to save.
Eternian Central Command lies ahead, and the chamber of the Council of Six is housed at its summit.
So that's where we'll find your father, Edea?
Yes. Along with the Dark Knight Alternus Dim and that strange man who put us to sleep.
Well, we need the key Edea's father has. That's the only way we'll make it to the Earth Crystal. If we can just get the key, maybe we can avoid fighting a lot of people.
I'm afraid that is one big if.
Lord Marshal, the gate to the dungeon was utterly destroyed. But why would Juliana assist in the Wind Vestal's escape?
The capricious old fool. I cannot fathom his thoughts. but that the two appear now after 15 years. It's as if they have come to gloat over my demise.
Lord Marshal, I'm afraid I don't understand. It is unlike you to utter such bleak words.
Victor and Victoria are defeated, and we no longer receive word from our squads deployed abroad. Those two grandsires said their piece ere going into hiding again. All that remains now of the Council of Six are you and I, Alternus.
I shall not concede defeat. Were we but to slay the Wind Vestal.
And what of my daughter? Could you slay her too?
I...
Hear me, Dark Knight, Alternus Dim. I would have you escape while you still may.
Your Lordship, I must protest. Am I such a burden to be sent away so?
It is my faith in you that makes me bid you leave. For I have a task I would entrust to no one else.
You need merely speak the word.
The time has come for me to share my true aim in restoring the Duchy of Eternia and reveal the secret borne by its predecessor. Until now, only I and those two grandsires were privy to such knowledge.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember the pass. Nope, chest. Oh, shit. I got baited.
This is the room where I grew up.
So this was your room.
Hey, ring a bell. Let a girl keep some privacy.
Where's the fun in that? This place must be full of memories. I can almost taste them. I don't have any memories, least any I can recall. So forgive me if I wax a little sentimental here. They say you can tell a person by their room. And all I can say is, what a fine room you have here.
Thank you.
Hey, isn't that a picture of you, Edea? You look so young.
Oh, how embarrassing. Let's pretend you didn't see that.
Here's one with your entire family.
Oh, I'd forgotten about that.
Seeing this picture leaves no doubt of the depth of your father's love for his daughter.
If by love you mean exasperation, you may be right.
Are you truly prepared to battle your own father?
That would seem to be my destiny. You could say I truly am my father's daughter. We are both of a mind that shan't ever waver once we decide upon something. To go against one willing to die for his beliefs calls for steely resolve. That is why
It doesn't have to be this way.
How so?
It serves no purpose to abandon dialogue from the start. Not while you are both here to talk.
I will consider it.
Now, like I said, if you need it, you can sleep here. You can get a rest. You can heal your HP. You can heal your MP. I would recommend doing it. I would heavily do it if you've been playing normally. Obviously, you've been fighting enemies. So, yeah. Also, you would get Edea's garb now. I forgot you have to get it when the party is back together. It's in that corner I already mentioned though.
But that cannot be. How could such a secret be behind the crystals?
It's not for us to question the truth. I will see that the Vestal and her followers are stopped here. And you, I would have you prepare for the worst. The Pillar of Light will appear somewhere in this world. You must find it, Alternus. And you must be victorious.
Alright, this should be the last floor. And I believe this is going to make us do a full circle. Here we go. Oh, and if you're curious, I'll do this one. Yes, I'll take that.
Father.
How could I have not known about that secret passage to your room? What am I to do with you now, Edea?
Well, I've been using it almost as long as I could walk. It's come in handy more than once.
I see.
Listen, Father. The truth is, well, I wanted to help you fulfill your ideals. I truly did. I think I was lonely. I mean, no matter how I tried to get through to you, you never paid me any mind. It was as if you always had your back turned towards me until I left Eternia.
It was not that I never accepted you. Rather, you were ever my pride and joy. My assigning you to the Sky Knights was an acknowledgement that you had become the woman I knew you could be. I had thought you might tame that band of ruffians, to bring them to order and lead them. Alas.
Thank you, Father. I never knew you felt that way.
Do not thank me, for I too shall do whatever it takes. I cannot allow you to lay hands upon the crystal. Mine is a cause that I shall not willingly abandon.
Yes, Mother told me. It was when she first fell ill that you began to rush the pursuit of your ideals. Was it not?
I will not stand by and watch you ruin all I've made. You and your band shall not pass.
Why, Father? Why must you always refuse to listen to me? Are we really that different?
My ideals are no longer my own. It is my calling, nay, my duty, to protect this world.
Protect the world? But it's you, Father, who endangers it! Is this battle between us all but inevitable? I came here knowing that mere words could never bend your will, and yet...
You've come this far, only to spout such sickly sweet sentiments? You disappoint me. Blood and steel are the final resort between those unwilling to concede their beliefs. I am Brave Lee, the Templar, Grand Marshal of Eternia. Prepare for battle!
Alright, so, you know the drill. Okay, Tiz needs that right now. I think, you know what, I'm gonna let Tiz heal. The Ring of Belly is dark. Do it one more time.
You shall not pass.
You can see the gimmick with him, right? You're gonna have to kill him multiple times.
Take this!
And poison, bitch.
You shall not pass!
That was kind of a waste. And you're about to get on your knee.
You have grown strong, my daughter.
And we got the Templar. Now, the Templar is a light-based version of the Knight, basically. It's a better version of the Knight. They have high defensive skills, and it's just very nice to have. They do take damage to themselves, however. Like, that hard strike ability does cost HP instead of MP. You can see that they're great with swords, they favor heavy armor. Their AP limits go up, so instead of having 3, you can have 4. And here they go. That's the stats.
Brave! Mother!
You should not have come.
Forgive me, Brave. Forgive me, Edea. This is all my fault.
What is this foolishness you speak? You are ever the strength that keeps me alive. And I love you and Edea dearly.
Father?
Do not fear. He is merely unconscious. His wounds, they will heal, though it will take some time. And he may never wield his sword again.
Mother, I took up arms against Father. I told myself I was ready to fight him, even if it meant shortening his years.
Then surely you will not stray from your path, so long as you hold that feeling near and dear. By your actions, you have finally granted your father a reprieve from his anguished struggle. It was for the best.
Mother, we now go to awaken the Earth Crystal.
I see.
Forgive me.
There is no need to ask my forgiveness.
Oh, but there is, Mother. For if we awaken the crystal, your treatments will no longer be possible. We will no longer be able to keep what ails you at bay. What sort of daughter does that to her mother?
Oh, Edea, you truly are your father's daughter. And that is what makes you even more dear to me.
Mother!
How very touching. I beg pardon for my interruption, but your fear is misplaced.
And you are...
Of course, you had yet to see me in this form. I am Lester de Rosso. But you may address me as Lord de Rosso.
What do you mean our fear is misplaced?
It appears you have underestimated the Templar's great deeds. Deeds for which he risked life and limb. For he has advanced science and medicine in this land by 100 years. While complete cures may not yet be possible, sickness and disease can be prevented from further progression. Awakening the crystal shall not rob your mother of such mortal life as she has left, Edea.
So then...
We're free to awaken the crystal.
Dear...
Ironic, is it not? To think I would be the one to urge the Wind Vestal and her companions to awaken the crystal. I can see purpose unwavering in your eyes. 'Tis as if I gaze upon Brave the Templar in his youth. And yet, there is still much that you cannot fathom. I have seen years measuring in thousands. Hope and sentiment intertwined with right and wrong, good and evil. The rise and fall of the Orthodoxy, the restoration of Eternia, the two conflicting beliefs concerning the crystals. So much may happen in a life immortal.
The way to Everlast Tower is beyond this door.
Let's go!
Just 1 second. Anyway, you're staring at the journal fit to burn a hole in it. It may as well. This things start coughing up prophecies. Who was the author in the end? I can't help but wonder. Did someone in the past foretell what the four of us would do? Or the us in that book actually are the people who've lived in the past? Are the people whose doings perfectly overlap with our own? Those theories are equally hard to believe. According to the text, you've met the book's author before, Anya's. Any recollection? No, I'm not entirely without my suspicion, but I feel they must be wrong. After all, you don't recall writing it, do you, Ring a Bell? Me, I'm afraid not. The author claims to have saved your life, Tiz. Do you remember anything? No, nothing. I'd always just assumed it was Owen that rescued me. An idea. The author claims he's madly in love with you. Any ideas? So I could pummel him? If I said no, I'd be lying. What? I'm saying I have my suspicions suspicions where boys in love with me are concerned, but the fact don't add up for either of them. I suddenly find myself twice as angry. Regardless to the extent its words still can be trusted, what the book says. It says you three are going to meet the author if we keep pressing on. I see a little point in fretting over someone we may or may not meet. The Earth Crystal awaits us. This much is fact. So let us hurry to Everlast Tower. Seconded! Awakening the crystal has been our top priority. Let us hurry then. Right. Okay. Here's a quest. The side quest. How long do we got? Okay. I understand we are very close to awakening the Earth Crystal. However, you guys know the rules. And it's not like we're fucked from coming over here ever again. So. Oh, we can't. We can't. Okay. Everlast Tower.
To think this was once the Temple of Earth. Look what has become of it.
I've never set foot here either. Yet the change is clear.
Well, at least it seems the Eternian forces dare not deploy troops here.
Yet, I sense a foul presence.
Monsters, no doubt.
They may be after the Earth Crystal.
Let's hurry!
Actually, if I remember the game... No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We can go through this. Right, this is a multi-floor dungeon. With a ton of staircases. Oh, right. This guy is where you get your summons and your elemental monsters. I think I've already explained that before. Basically, you just have to survive the attack once. They do a lot of damage, so heads up. If you survive, though, you get the summon. And I went in a circle. It's going down. There's gotta be oh, wait, I see it. Door. I completely did not look at the map.
The reconquest of Eternia. I wonder what it says in here. The Reconquest campaign. Troop deployments. Head Temple Occupation. It says this one is written by Sir Argent Heinkel, Commander. The occupation of the city. This one says it's written by Commander Sigma Kent.
So that all went pretty quick to read aloud, but you can get the gist of it. If you need to read slower, you can pause the video, rewind 2 of those seconds. But yeah, it's a nice little lore. There is definitely more, by the way, to look for, but I don't really care. The lore is very small and only goes to the world building of Eternia, not so much to the characters. That was the only one I remember that was character related. So, that being said, let's go.
Is this the Earth Crystal? What have they done to it?
How awful! What do they think the crystal is? Some kind of toy?
Forgive me.
No, Edea. Why should you repent for the sins of your father? Now, let's get on with the rite of awakening.
What's that on the crystal?
That's Gigas Lich!
It's the propagator of doom as told of in the sacred texts of the Orthodoxy.
Well, whatever it is, here it comes!
Alright, so our MP is not healed. Fuck. And there's re-raise for you. Oh, he can't brave. Should I? No.
Let's end this quick!
There we go.
I wonder when that creature first settled here. I refuse to believe this could be my father's doing.
For better or worse, I believe the Eternian forces would have guarded the crystal from such threats. Maybe it took advantage of their weakened state to slip in unnoticed.
Save your jabbering for later. We have a crystal to awaken. Okay, here goes. This is the fourth and final crystal. Make us proud, Agnes! What's wrong?
It's really nothing. But time and time again, the Duchy's people have warned us not to awaken the crystal.
Agnes!
I know. I ought not let it bother me. Now, let us begin, Eri.
Not yet! Just a little longer! More! Keep going! Still not enough! You can do this! Stop! That's it! Hooray! We did it!
Holy smokes! That was by far the brightest of the 4 crystals.
Agnes, are you all right?
Yes. Thank you, Tiz.
Now all 4 of Luxembourg's crystals have been awakened. Nice work, everyone.
What a joyous day. Now perhaps the world...
Is the Great Chasm gone?
Nuh-uh. Awakening all 4 crystals should have caused a pillar of light to rise somewhere in our world. It's the Holy Pillar, the first light, divine source of life and the origin of this world and the heavens above. Once I place my brooch within the Holy Pillar, the first light will spread across the world. And its divine light, born of the awakened crystals, will sweep away all darkness. And the Great Chasm should vanish along with the darkness.
So all we need to do is take you into the Pillar of Light. Then let's go! That is where this will all end.
Lead the way.
I'm with you.
Together we go.
Now, normally I would end the episode here, but we're going to go a little tiny bit extra because there is a cutscene I want to get to. If it lets us do it. Now you can't call the airship from here, I believe. Nope, too small. Gotta go all the way back to town. By the way, I recommend resting at the inn. You said something different.
You awakened the crystal! I'm so glad to see you're unharmed!
You did it, eh? Well done!
Well, it's not as if we had it easy here. You should have seen the hail of cannon fire. Oh, and by the way, we saw a black airship bearing southwest a short while ago.
Probably a bunch of deserters. Always happens when an enemy is vanquished.
Yep, sure does.
Now, we're going to end the episode off here, but before we do that, we're going to fly up here. There's a pocket somewhere. Or am I wrong? Yeah, I'm wrong. I'm a dumbass. There was a spot, though. Oh, right. Okay, well. What are we at, an hour or two? I don't think I'll have time. No, I will. I just have to quickly run over there. The Empire Castle.
It's no use. The lock won't open.
If you wish to pass this gate, seek you the 6 keystones throughout the lands.
Keystones?
Keys of stone? Stones that are keys?
Though the way is barred, 6 number the holes to be filled. I trust you can figure out the rest. The time is ripe to prove yourselves worthy. I shall say no more.
No fair! Couldn't you offer a small hint? Perhaps a name, a color, a shape?
I said I shall say no more. Now off with you. I shall await your return.
And there you go. So, we have a mission here. But we can't do anything about it. So, that being said, I will see you guys next time on Bravely Default Flying Fairy. Can I call the airship from here at all? No, I can't. And we are going to go around the world and find those keystones before we do anything with the story. Because we're going to get that side quest done. This is the point of no return. This. If you go to the story now, you will not be able to do this quest. This is the final side quest you have to do. It's also the longest side quest. So, keep that in mind. I will see you guys next time. Take it easy.